people? How you guys doing out there? YouTube? It's your boy Trucker Roy, aka Sexy Trucker. Out here doing it, living the dream, doing it big. You know, staying motivated out here. Just ride with me a little bit, ride with me while we talk about where I'm gonna pick up this load and where I'm heading to. Actually, but I picked up this load yesterday in Boston, in the city of Boston. Many drivers won't go in there, I'm telling you, because it's just too much variables, too much low bridges. But you know, your sexy Trucker Roy, my delivery was 9:30 in the morning yesterday, and being a professional driver, you know, having this work ethic about myself, I left my yard in Hartford about 1 a.m. and I went in Boston at reaching Boston like around 2 a.m. The road was nice, everything was perfect. I went in there like a ninja, trust me. Went in there, reached to Chelsea. Who know Chelsea, Boston? That's deep in Boston. Chelsea, Boston, you don't want to go there with a 53 foot if you don't know where you're going. So shout out to all my truck drivers and bus drivers who know what I'm talking about. And shout out to people who live in Boston who seen this video, know what I'm talking about. It's not funny. It's really not funny going down in Boston. But however, with my consistency, work ethics, I went to Boston like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. Went to my pickup at 3:30. I checked in at 3:30. My appointment was for 9:30 a.m. and your boy Sexy Trucker Roy is there ready at 3:30 a.m. Alright, people, work ethics is everything. I checked in. They tell me to park on a side street. Do you imagine if I went to that pickup at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning? How frustrated a driver would be? So, hope you guys understand what I'm talking about. Alright, I went on the side street. It was trucks already there, waiting. So, I'm glad I'm seeing truck waiting. That's showing me that other drivers are on their shit. Checked in. They said they're gonna call me when they're ready for me, so I get to sleep a little bit. They called me like 6 o'clock. Say, hey, come to door 2. I went to door 2, back it in. Took me probably up until past my original appointment, and they was finished with me like 11 o'clock in the day. When I finish driving out of Boston now, even if there was traffic, it's not gonna bother me like that, because I already get the product. I'm already heading towards back to Connecticut. That's why pre-plan and post-plan is very important as a driver. Your pre-trip, your post-trip. Your pre-trip consists of, you know, checking your vehicles obviously in the morning time, and not just checking your vehicles, mapping out your routes, where you're gonna go, where you're gonna stop for break. That's a part of pre-plan. I don't know if you see sometimes drivers are on the side of the highway, not saying they're bum or they're not doing their job, but that is poor pre-planning. I think poor pre-planning. Post-trip also important. When you know that you're about to finish, you make sure you map out where you're going to be finished for the end of the day. Bear in mind, in a perfect world, everything's not going to be perfect. You know, this is trucking. You know, I could have a flat tire here and there, and it change the dynamics of where you want to be for the end of the day. But in a perfect world, it normally works like 85 times throughout the day. So I pick up the load in Boston, stop by the house, got some food, and keep rolling. 4 o'clock this morning, I start head to Georgia. So now I'm in Stratford, Virginia. As you can see the sign, you know, I'm in Stratford, Virginia. I'm just 9 hours away for a Monday morning delivery, and I got 4 hours extra on my clock. So I probably will have like 5 hours away for tomorrow, and I'm gonna run this bad boy right in my delivery for Monday. And I already checked my receiver. They have overnight parking. It's a clean facility in Georgia, and it's a cold storage place, so I don't have to worry about parking in Georgia. Now everybody know parking in Georgia can be sometime a hit or a miss. So I'm gonna run this bad boy straight in for tomorrow, which is Sunday, and Monday morning I'm gonna be there for my 3 a.m. delivery. I'm not saying this to say that, like, you know, as a truck driver we gotta plan ahead. I tell my dispatcher, like, yo, Art, I plan my load with my dispatcher. Like, this is what I think is best for me. Hit me up with this load, or don't give me this load, or this load is I can't make it with this load. You know, drivers, let's not afraid to talk to our dispatchers, because at the end of the day, we are the captain. We're the captain of our ship, of the truck, and we dictate if it's gonna be a safe day, if it's gonna be a bad day. You know what I mean? You could at least try to dictate the outcome. You know, we can't dictate it 100%, but we could dictate the outcome. You know what I mean? And as you know, in previous videos, driving for 12 years, got my LLC. I just put it off for certain reason, you know, economy and stuff. But who knows? I may be starting back tomorrow. The rates is going up, and I'm just watching the market. You know, I'm just watching the market. I'm not gonna watch it till the market gonna leave me, but I know when to strike. You know, it's like an investment. You know when to pull out of an investment. You know when to buy a stock. It's like trucking. You know what I mean? And trucking gonna forever.
Obstruction detected.
Forever be here. You know what I mean? That's one thing with trucking. It's gonna forever be here. So if you are a go-getter, if you are a career-driven, you know what I mean, and you love what you're doing, trucking is a good field to go into. You know, never mind who's gonna, you know, what you're gonna be missed, or you're not gonna be there for a party, and you know what I mean, all of that. But at the end of the day, I'd rather miss one party to make sure I secure my future, or a 2 party or a 3 gathering. No matter sense to be home and you don't have no money in your pocket, or you don't have any investment in your investment account. You know what I mean? It's time, you know, we think collectively as a people, and don't delay. Delay is danger. This elderly always tell me that, yo, when you delay a lot of things for yourself. He used to tell me, say, yo, young youth, the delay is dangerous. And I really could relate to that in a lot of occasions. When you delay your growth, delay your schooling, delay your going to the gym, delay to, you know, just to be a better person in life, it set you back a lot. So, you know, whatever you're going through, you don't have to really necessarily be in trucking, but whatever you're going through, just know that, yo, you just got to stay consistent, and go for what you want, no matter what he, she, or the fat lady says, or the skinny lady says. You know, you got to do this on your own. You got to do this for you. You know what I mean? So far, I'm at 80,000 already, and we got like 4 more weeks or 5 more weeks in the year, and I'm gonna get to the 95 or 90, 89 or 90, or you know, I'm definitely gonna try to get there. If I do not get there, hey, so what? You live to fight the next day, you know. At 85 right now, it's not bad. It's good with this economy. Sure, it's not bad, and there's room for more. You know what I mean? There's room for more. There's room for 200,000. There's room for 1 million. You know, we gotta put our head high. You know, have expectation high. So at least if you drop in the middle, you'll be okay. But if you're just gonna be at the bare minimum, remember, you got people right now that's thinking how to be a millionaire, how to change their life, how to enhance their self, their personal life. So why not aiming for success or excellent? You know what I mean? Like my motto, my high school alma mater, I would say diligent with persistent for excellent. You know what I mean? We gotta be diligent, we gotta be persistent, and we gotta strive for excellent. You know what I mean? So I bring that motto to me to the grave, and it's working for me. You know what I mean? I'm in the process of training my wife to be a dispatcher too. So there's a lot in the pipeline, you know what I mean, that I'm looking at, you know what I mean. So in 2026 and beyond, there's a lot ahead that I think that and I'm not just looking into trucking. You know, real estate is back of my mind. Investing in other countries too. So just stick with the trucker boy, Trucker Roy, sexy trucker, and I'm here for uplift, enhance, and growth. You know, feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share. I'm just taking my time now because there's an accident a couple miles ahead of me. I'm telling you, I was just coming from the north. The north was cold, and now Virginia is 50 degrees. It's hot. It's hot. Coming from Boston to this. You know what I mean? So I'm approaching Richmond, Virginia, Fredericksburg, Falmouth, Warrenton, all of those places, you know. Yeah, but I'm just here, man, riding, about to listen to some audiobooks. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Sharing is caring, you know what I mean. I do this because I love it, you know what I mean, and I really know what I'm doing out here. I take my job really serious because it's not just my safety, but the public in general safety is my top priority. You know what I mean? Last quarter, I was the number 3 guy in the company, and that's good. You know what I mean? That's very honorable to be the number 3 guy last third quarter, and my name was up there. You know what I mean? In terms of performance and work ethics and managing my fuel. You know, I was the number 3 guy. You know what I mean? So I'm grateful that my company acknowledged that. You know what I mean? And give me a little gift card. Appreciate it. And there's still you know, improvements ahead of this journey. It's not just a journey, you know what I mean? It's really not a journey, because sometimes some journeys start and it stop, right? I think this is a marathon, you know what I mean? This is something big. This is something that I'm trying to structure for myself, for my family, and my friends, because I like to give back. Once I reach that mark, I would definitely like to give back to groups, non-profit organization and stuff, you know what I mean? And I give back to people that's in need of help. You don't have to be cash, can be food, You know what I mean, encouragement, volunteer. I'm big on that also. So just stick with your boy Trucker Roy 1, aka Sexy Trucker. I'm here to uplift, enhance, and promote positivity within this industry and surround community. You know what I mean? So there's little traffic. I want to call it little, but there's traffic. But I got a full tank of fuel. I got 3 hours on my clock. I'm not sweating it. Trust me, I'm not sweating it. I just ate some food and I'm good. I will try to stop in. I'm close to North Carolina. I will try to stop in North Carolina tonight if I could make it. But if I can't make it, I'll stop at the tip, the borderline in Virginia. I think 3 hours should able to get me into North Carolina. Yeah, 3 hours. As long as this traffic progress and I could go to the border or get into North Carolina, I'll be good. I'll be good. I'll be Gucci. You know what I mean? I'll be good. The state of trucking and what's going on in trucking right now, I still feel that it's still a powerhouse. You know what I mean? In spite of what's going on in the economy, I still feel trucking is a powerhouse. It's not for everybody, and still could make a great living. People, you just need 2 trucks. That's all you need. I'll put it that way. Let's raise the bar a little bit. You just need 4 trucks. Because with 1 truck, you could make over 400,000, 300,000. With 4 trucks, you're stepping into your millions every year. You know what I mean? Because 4 trucks could make for the year at least 1 to 2 million or 3 million. Correct me, guys, if I'm wrong, who's watching my videos. If you have 4 tractor trailers, and 1 tractor trailer could make you 300,000. 4 times 300,000. It's looking in the millions and over. I'm telling you, you could be a millionaire just by staying consistent in this industry and keep your nose clean in this industry. You'll be fine. And trust me, it's not every driver is dirty and fat, and that's just a long time myth with people. Oh, truck drivers are fat. No. You have guys out here taking care of themselves. You got guys out here taking care of themselves. Trust me, like myself. I call myself Sexy Trucker. Because I'm very passionate in what I do. You know, I wear my shirts, tall sleeve shirts, put my shirt in my pants, and I'm very passionate of what I do. You know, I put on some nice man cologne, so I carry myself very high standard. So the old school trucking thing that's gonna be out. It's already out. The industry's changing. You know what I mean? You still got guys, unfortunately, that's unhealthy, and I hope they and I know they're trying their best to do what they can do. I'm not knocking nobody, because you know what I mean, I'm not perfect still, but we're heading in the right direction. I just hope that, you know, this winter time everybody be safe. You know, hey guys, if you don't feel like you be safe, don't drive. You know what I mean? I see little spit outs, I see little pile-ups wreck so far in Wisconsin, Wyoming. You know, I say, guys, just be smart about where you guys heading right now. I know the load have to reach where it needs to be reached, but it could always be rescheduled. The loads could always be rescheduled, people. No matter what. No matter what, the loads could always be rescheduled. Don't make no dispatcher force you to do what you don't want to do. You know what I mean? Always think smart. Members of CDL, you're responsible for your choices. So let's think smart. Let's think collectively, and let's keep it moving freight in America, and make America great again. You know what I mean? Make it great again for trucking. You know what I mean? Just vibing with you guys for a couple minutes. As I said, I'm in Virginia right now. I'm heading to Georgia, where I'm going to be delivering at 0300 military time, because trucking use military time also. For those who don't know, trucking we use military time, and for civilian time that's 3 a.m. That's 3 a.m. in the morning. So as I said, it's not for everybody, because bear in mind, you're in your bed and you got to get up to make a delivery 3 o'clock. It's not easy, but it's just the same as you got to go to work 6 o'clock in the morning. A regular 9 to 5, you got to go to work 6 o'clock in the morning. You're not going to get up 6 o'clock to go to a 6 o'clock job. You're going to be late, right? So it's the same concept. Only thing is you're not home like somebody that's go to work and come back. You know what I mean? And the difference between being home and being on the road, you got to wait until you get a vacation time when you're home to take your vacation. When you're a trucker, because you're on the road, you're building up per diem hours, and in fact we get paid per diem too. The government give us, if I'm not, I don't want to quote that number wrong, but let's choose a number. Example, the government give us say $50 or $58 for food. So the longer you stay out, the government give you $58 to buy food and stuff. So that's a part of our pay also, otherwise from what we drive. So when we're filing our taxes, we have to file for that too. Or if we don't take it and make it stay for taxes, we could take it when we're filing. I like to see my money up front, so I take it while I'm getting the checks. You know what I mean? So sometimes you will get $1,500 from me regular work, and then you see an extra $400 or $500. I said, wait, I didn't work for that. That's the per diem. So it is a good thing, you know what I mean? As I said, stay healthy, keep your nose clean, keep your distance, like this car in front of me. You know what I mean? I should give him more space, but in a situation like there's snow, I will give him a space like this. Yeah, this is how I drive when there's snow on the road. So my reaction time is I could more adjust with my reaction time, you know what I mean? It don't make no sense you tailgate somebody, and as soon as they draw the brake, bumper to bumper, somebody, boom, you hit somebody, you know what I mean? And having an accident in a truck, it stays on your record for 3 years. Nobody don't want to hire you. Just like getting a DUI in your personal car. But if you get DUI in a truck, that's like a felony. Nobody not want to hire you, because you're a liability, you're a risk. You know what I mean? So